Oh, now this is like rewinding time to what, maybe 1820, 1830? When the backcountry was a lonely place. And if you were stumbling along, you might, just might, run into somebody like Larry Freeland. Most of 200 years ago, Larry would have been what you'd call a mountain man. They were fur trappers, rugged frontiersmen who knew how to make it on their own in the wilderness. And Larry, if he could go back to those days, he'll tell you he'd mostly love it.
Just open west, places to go and see and ride your horse and be part of the world.
It may be today in San Diego, but this log and canvas cabin and the old-time pieces of history in it, mountain men from the Rockies to Oregon country would have felt right at home here.
When you got to an area where you had any kind of trees, you could build yourself a cabin, as we built here. Build a log cabin and begin your life. Go out and hunt, get some food on the table, take the hides and make yourself a jacket possibly like this. This is made out of deer skin.
Okay, so there aren't mountain man fur trappers in San Diego County today, but I'd say Larry is about as close as you can come. He's pretty handy with an axe. And he's built this whole place on his property in Alpine. Look at it. He's reversed the clock to a time 120 years before he was born.
And welcome to the saloon.
Just down Willows Road from the Viejas Casino is Larry's outpost in logs and canvas, exactly as it might have been back in the days of John Quincy Adams.
Just kind of a fun project for a guy who loves the Old West, I guess.
Well, but there's more to it than that. Go back to 2003. In that year, the Cedar Fire burned close to 300,000 acres in San Diego County. Afterward, crews were clearing away downed trees and partially burned power poles.
So as they were doing that, I got a phone call. Larry, would you like some logs? We need places to get rid of them. And of course, I wanted logs.
Why? Because he wanted to build this, the kind of place where trappers and mountain men might have gathered to trade in that long ago time. A place safe from every kind of danger that lurked back then. Intruders, grizzly bears. Yes, he built a fort.
Everybody's like, what? Didn't you build a fort when you were a kid? You know, and on and on and on, everything you could think of. But I did. I built a fort, and here we are today.
It's not meant to be Disneyland. He doesn't pretty things up for the sake of charm. It's a way to show visitors what life was really like at a place like this.
We actually get some pretty warm little fires going in it. We've got a little saloon cabin built, a sleeping cabin, and another one which we used in a movie we made as a mercantile, little store. We did a little film out here.
There he is.
And that's another thing. If you were saying, wait, I think I've seen this guy, you have. He's played a number of roles in westerns on HBO, Wild West Tech with Keith Carradine as Wild Bill Hickok. Hollywood knew where to come.
They wanted guys that could ride and shoot and knew the Old West, so here I am.
Larry has the Lost Trails Trading Post store on the property where he sells and trades clothing, hats, and curiosities from the Old West. But as for his fort, he's always adding to it. Never charges anybody who wants to come see it. Oh, and as for actually going back to live in that time of the mountain man, remember I said he would mostly love it?
You know, as much as I love the time period, I do like to take a nice hot shower and go to a dentist now and then. And there's some things I probably couldn't give up if I got taken from here and put back there.
But he could make it. Anybody who could build this, I figure, would get along pretty well. Through the years, he's had a lot of experience actually living in the woods. But Larry Freeland says there's a real joy in living today in this place of his creation, and seeing how much visitors enjoy his fort does a lot for his spirit.
Oh, it lifts it, makes it soar like an eagle.
How lucky for us that he does live in our county, in our century, and is such a timeless story about San Diego.